Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a little bit of a different type of video today. Um, I thought that since my channel is going to be kind of like sporadic and, scattered, and just basically based on anything I feel like talking or discussing or reviewing or whatever. Not the last video I put up, but the one before that I had mentioned that I loved rabbits and I had two of them. So I thought today I would do a video called about meeting my bunnies. So I have my bunnies with me. This is my first bunny, and his name is Jojo, and he is a lion's head bunny, so he's very fluffy. When he was younger, this hair was a little bit shorter, and it was like a big mane. And I don't know if you can see, but he sheds a ton. Jojo, he's so cute. And I actually got him. Now, don't everyone like hate on me or anything, but he was a total impulse purchase. I had a bunny in high school, and I decided, oh, I want a bunny again. So I went into a pet store to get a fish tank, a fish bowl, if you will, and I came out with a bunny and all the necessities to a bunny. So he was a complete impulse purchase, and after I read up a little bit on him, I was able to realize that there's a lot more to bunnies that people might not think about. First of all, a big thing is they should be spayed or neutered. And I don't think a lot of people think about that, especially if they only have one bunny or if they have two males or two females. Sorry, his hair is getting everywhere. But, so I called around a lot of places, and they were asking like between $400 and $600 to neuter him, and he's 4 pounds. He's not a big bunny at all. He is 4 pounds, and he's a sweet bunny when he wants to be. I don't know. But I finally found a program that offered it, and for a discounted rate. So we did that, and the main reason I did that was not only because to help his rabbit tendencies. They don't call it humping like bunnies for nothing. That's not a saying for no reason. But, sorry, am I embarrassing you? I'm embarrassing you. Also, I read that bunnies, in nature, live in colonies, and it's very, very depressing and sad for a bunny to live by itself without another bunny. Even if you give it a lot of attention and you play with him a lot, or her, it's not the same as having another bunny there for them to bond. I did not know that. The things I read said, imagine if you were in a room the rest of your life with no other human contact. That's how bunnies feel, not just lion heads, but bunnies in general, because they are meant to be in colonies or groups with other rabbits. Now, some animals prefer to be alone. Look at his hair. Oh my God. Could make a coat out of his shedding. But, yeah, so normally he doesn't shed quite this much, but lately he has been, and I really think it's like the changing of the seasons, or I don't know, it's in the middle of summer. I don't know what I'm talking about, but whatever. So there's Dodo. So I did get him neutered. I was able to go through a program, so it was only $70, so that's a lot better than $600 if you ask me. And the other main reason I got him neutered, like I was saying, not only because it prevents lots of cancers in them, and it's supposed to add like 1 to 2 years on to their life. Okay. He's pretty protective of her. Okay, he's going to jump around. My next little girl, or my next little bunny, this is Cleo. And this is another big reason that I decided to get Jojo neutered, because I wanted him to have a friend. And Miss Cleo here was part of a litter that a family friend of ours had, and she was offered to me, and I thought this is the perfect time to get, you know, JoJo a friend. So while we were waiting for her to be old enough to be weaned, we got JoJo neutered and everything. And the reason I wanted a girl bunny is because after speaking to the vet and reading, they said that female male pairs are the easiest to pair. They call it pairing or bonding, which basically means they just form a bond together like anyone else would. And she is also going to be getting spayed, but she is too young right now. So yeah, we're just having to wait a little bit for that. I did have them apart the first couple nights. She kept escaping her cage and trying to get into his. And then the one day I took them from each, like I separated them because I let them together during the day. Because he has like a big cage. They have a cage, and then it has like a big play fence that pulls out, and I leave that pulled out all day. But at night, I put them in the cage, and they were in separate cages. And like I said, she kept escaping, and she kept trying to get into his cage. And then the one night I took her out to put her in her cage. She's like already trying to squeeze through the bars because her cage was a medium dog crate, or not medium dog cage, because I didn't have another actual bunny cage. But and he was like on his hind legs trying to jump out of his cage to go towards her. Look at that. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna chance it, and I'm just gonna put them together in the cage. And ever since then, they have been inseparable. He is very protective of her. They groom each other, which it's a great sign when a rabbit grooms another rabbit or a person. It means that they're bonding with them. And Cleo is a lover, and she grooms. See, she's grooming right now. She loves to lick. JoJo, he doesn't do as much licking, but he'll do like little nips. And that's supposed to be like, you know, good too, I think. And he doesn't actually bite. He's only actually bitten me once, and I've had him for a year. And it was because when I was potty training Cleo, she had peed in the cage, and I went to go wipe it up with paper towel, and I like reached by her, and he flew over and bit me in the back of my palm here. And I think it's because he thought, you know, he saw me coming at her with like a paper towel. He got scared for her, and he defended her. He didn't draw blood or anything, but it was an actual like bite, whereas the little nibbles are very different. You can tell that they're just sweet, like little nibbles. So it's funny because they're actually he's 1 year and 2 months, and she's 2 months, so they're exactly a year apart, which is ironic. I used fleece bedding from like Joann Fabrics. I just buy it, I fold the fabric in half, and I just lay it down in the cage. I wash it with, you know, unscented detergent, dry it, and just put it back in. They are litter trained. We had to take out the fleece bedding for a while when Cleo joined JoJo's cage because she didn't know, so she was using the fleece here and there to go to the bathroom on. So we took the fleece out, so it was just like the bottom of the cage, just like plastic. That cage is plastic, the bottom's plastic, and a litter box until she learned, okay, I pee in the litter box. As far as pooping goes, they poop in the litter box a lot, but they also kind of just poop everywhere. Like rabbits, I don't know how they poop so much, but I think it's pretty common for even a litter trained rabbit to, like, you know, kind of just leave little bunny balls around. So they do that, sometimes more than others, but she's trained now not to pee on the fleece. So so we were able to put the fleece back in, and after talking to the vet, I realized the food I was feeding JoJo was not good for him. much to his dismay, he, the vet said there shouldn't be any dried fruit or seeds in their food. And so he recommended oxbow, Oxbow, I think, food. So that's what we're using. It is so expensive. It's like $15 for a bag like this big, $30 for a bag like this big. I got him Oxbow adult. It took him 8 days to start to eat it because he was so pig-headed about he wanted his old food back. Huh. I'm going to show him how pretty you are, Jojo. Do you see yourself? You see yourself? And I got him the adult food, so that's what he was eating. So then when I got her, because I was fully thinking they were going to be kept apart for quite a while. I got her Oxbow young bunny food. Well, here, when I feed them, when they were together, I'd feed them in 2 different bowls, and they both switched and would eat each other's food. So what I ended up doing, which this probably isn't like the best thing to do, and my vet would probably yell at me, but I ended up just mixing the young bunny food in with the adult bunny food, and that being that because I'm feeding them both the same thing because I figured that way they're both getting their nutrients that they're supposed to be having. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, she is a Dutch bunny. They're supposed to get 4 to 5 pounds. So hopefully she'll be around JoJo's size. I'm hoping that she doesn't get too big since JoJo is small. He's bred with like, I forget, but a dwarf bunny and something else, I think. But that is pretty much it. I mean, I give them, she will eat anything. She'll eat any vegetable, any fruit. You're only supposed to give them fruit once a week. I don't even do that. I don't even give it to them that much. But she'll eat any fruit. He won't eat any fruit. And he'll only eat carrots and kale. So that's what I pretty much stick to. He's supposed to have half a cup, I think, of raw veggies a day. And so she's probably supposed to have like a 4th or something. And so I bring them in their little plate of their raw veggies, and they, eat them, they share them. But, that is pretty much that. She likes to play. She'll pick up the little rabbit balls and toss them in the air and stuff like that. And I don't mean like bunny balls. I mean like little rope toys they make that are balls for the rabbits. He so much doesn't deal with that. They cuddle, they groom each other. It's just adorable. It's just adorable to watch them have bonded the way they have. So, she's feisty. She's young and has energy. Huh, Jojo? And I'm pretty sure their lifespans are 5 to 7 years, I want to say. I hope it's longer. But, look, she just loves kisses. Jojo never kisses. But anyway, so they probably look terrified to you guys, but they are very good rabbits, and she's not scared at all. If anything, he's like, leave me alone. So I just wanted to introduce everybody to Jojo and Cleo. And so if I ever talk about my bunnies, you will know, you will be able to put a face to the names. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later. Okay, so I quickly looked into the whole thing of JoJo shedding crazily the past few weeks out. He's going through a heavy molting period where they shed their hair because rabbits can't hold themselves down like dogs do. They can't pant. If your rabbit is ever panting, that should be seen as a sign of an emergency and you need to get them to a vet. But they can't pant, and the main way they cool themselves down is their inner ears up here. And for rabbits that are fluffy, they go through this molting phase to try to, like, lose some of their hair to keep cool. And it makes complete sense now that I actually read about it. I thought every time I think I know what I need to know, I don't. I actually with JoJo, go through and just lightly go like this, and I would get chunks. Now, I'm not getting the chunks now because I already did it, of hair, but I'd eventually stop because I was afraid I was going to make them bald. But after reading what I read, they said it's very good for you to brush them daily and to go through with your hands and just gently pull, and you will get just hair just will come right out. And they said that is good for your rabbit because rabbits groom themselves almost constantly, and excuse me, will have hairballs, and rabbits can't throw up. That's what I heard, at least. And I just molted JoJo, or molted, whatever. And this is all the hair I got. It's so freaking soft, though. I mean, like, I would like a pillow or a blanket out of it. Ah! He's nuzzling at me. He wants me to show. So I want to show you guys, just real quick, his new haircut, just from me molting him, or whatever, you know. It's here, watch. I think there's a spot right here that needs done. See this spot right here? Just go. And it just like comes right out. That wasn't even that bad. I mean, he's had bad spots. He just doesn't shed much at all. Hardly at all. So I don't think she's molting because she's short hair. Alright, guys. Just wanted to throw that in there.